Hello guys, my name is George and currently I have no really hobby or passion in my life. But I'm going to change that. Every month I will dedicate at least 1 hour to learn a new hobby. And this month it's all about the guitar. And this is already my third week learning to play guitar. If you've missed the first 2 weeks, the link will be here and in the description. And now let's see how my third week went. Day 15 of learning guitar. It's honestly hard to believe that I'm already in my third week. Day 1 still feels like it was yesterday. As usual, I started by warming up my fingers with the E major and A major chords. Then of course I moved on the D major chord, still the toughest one for me. After that I continued practicing strumming and switching between chords. There's still a lot to improve, but I can definitely feel progress. A bit more accuracy, a bit more speed. Small improvement every day. That's probably the real key to success. Right now it's still difficult to strum and switch chords at the same time. It takes too much attention and I often miss the right notes. But that's fine, it's all part of the process. Hopefully by day 16 it will feel a little easier, a little smoother, and I'll be one step closer to playing my first song. Let's see how it goes. Day 16 of learning guitar. I started as usual with a quick warm-up. A major, E major, and of course D major. Right now my main focus is on strumming and switching chords at the same time. That's my biggest challenge and also the key to my next goal, playing my first full song using 2 or 3 chords. To do that I need to switch fast and strum almost automatically without overthinking every move. So today I just kept repeating it, strumming, switching again and again. Honestly, it's hard, but I know this part is crucial. The whole day 16 was dedicated to improving my rhythm and transitions, and I feel like the next few days will be all about mastering that skill. Let's see how much progress I can make on day 17. Day 17, learning guitar. As always, I started with a bit of warm-up, just hitting a few simple chords to get my fingers ready. The main focus today was once again improving my strumming and the speed of switching between chords. After all, my goal is still the same, to finally play a full song. At this stage, it feels like there's nothing new secret to learn. It's all about repetition, strumming in the right rhythm, switching chords faster and more accurately. No shortcuts, no magic tricks, just practice, practice, and more practice. Not much new to show you guys today, just putting in the work. Let's see if day 18 will bring some visible progress. Day 18 of learning guitar. I started the day with a quick finger warm-up and jumped straight into strumming practice. To be honest, day 18 wasn't much different from day 17 or even 16. I was mostly focused on strumming faster and keeping my rhythm consistent. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then switch the chord. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of hard to tell if I'm actually improving over last few days. The progress feels really slow, almost invisible, and I know it's part of the progress. I just need to keep practicing and stay patient. Hopefully on day 19 I finally get closer to playing my first simple song. Let's see. Day 19 of learning guitar. Day 19 of learning guitar, and yeah, still no rockstar yet. Today was all about the basics again. E major, A major, A minor, and of course my favorite and the hardest one, D major. Just me, my guitar, and endless repetition over and over again. I'm trying to make my strumming smoother and switch between chords faster, but man, it's harder than it looks. Every time I think I nailed it, one muted string laughs at my face. But hey, that's part of the grind. Every day a little cleaner, a little faster, a little closer to playing my first real song. Maybe tomorrow, day 20, finally will be the day. Let's see. Day 20 of learning guitar. Day 20 of learning guitar, and I'm still stuck in the practice chords and strumming era. E major, A major, A minor, D major. At this point, they are burned into my brain and skin. But clean switching, still not perfect. Sometimes I feel like my fingers have their own agenda. Strumming is getting smoother though. I can finally keep my rhythm without sounding like I'm fighting my guitar. Small win, but I'll take it. It's crazy, 20 days ago I couldn't even hold a single chord, but now I'm actually starting to sound like I might know what I'm doing, at least for a bit. Let's see if day 21 will finally sound like music, not some noise. Day 21 of learning guitar. 3 weeks of guitar grind. At this point, I'm realizing something important. Guitar isn't just about playing chords. It's about patience, because even after 21 days, switching between chords still feels like defusing a bomb. One wrong move and everything sounds terrible. I was practicing my usual combo: E major, A major, A minor and D major, focusing on hitting clean sounds and keeping my rhythm steady. Strumming is getting easier, but those chords change still make me sweat. Exceptionally D major chord, it's still really hard to play it clean. But you know what? When I finally hit all the notes clean, even just once, it feels like pure victory. 3 weeks down, many more to go. Let's see what day 22 will bring. Maybe my first real song? That will be good. So that was my 3rd week learning to play guitar. Let's now discuss a bit of my feedback and my thoughts about playing the guitar. And I would say that my biggest problem with 3rd week was the thing that it was pretty much the same day after day, because basically the whole week 3rd was dedicated to practicing strumming chords and switching between those chords, and it really is exhausted, because basically all day I was doing basically the same thing. I was trying to practice it, I was trying to make it better, because currently I'm not doing it really accurate. A lot of mistakes, a lot of muting notes and buzzing sounds, and it's not so good and it's not so enjoyable when you're doing basically like the same thing, and feel of progress was like really slow. Maybe like I feel like I'm getting like tiny bit better, but nothing significant, I would say. And it's hard for me to enjoy something when I'm not really seeing any results, when I'm not being good at it. I mean, I'm trying to enjoy the process, because basically that's the key to enjoyment, right? You have to enjoy the process. You don't have to be just aiming to get some result, yeah? And I'm trying to do it, but it's pretty hard and it's pretty demotivating, where the whole week you're doing the same thing, trying to learn how to switch between those chords, how to make some rhythm, and you just maybe doing it like a bit better after a week, and you're like, okay, so basically the whole week I did like so many progress, like, okay, yeah, but it is kind of hard for me just enjoying the process without thinking about like all my failures, right? Because basically I didn't play my first song as I wanted, and still like switching between chords is really hard, and I'm like, okay, so I cannot do it. It's still, yeah. And for this experiment I basically only like left 1 week. Of course, after this month I still can continue to play guitar. That was just a minimum amount of times that I like have to practice it, like 1 month, and then I can decide if I want to go further or not. But basically it's kind of sad that I still lack any result, that I still cannot like really play guitar, because I feel like after I'll be able to like switching between chords and play song, it will be much more enjoyable. That's just my feeling, that after I'll be able to do it, it will be like so much more fun, so much more enjoyable to do it. And now I'm just sometimes I'm really feel a lot of frustration, because I just can't do it. I'm just trying to do, but basically nothing really works out, and I'm like, I can do nothing. And yeah, maybe it's also like problem in my head that I'm always very result seeking, always like result oriented, right? So I'm really like focusing that in my head, like where is my result, why I can't play song. And yeah, as I said, I should try to more focus on process in itself, just doing it in sake of doing, right? But it's hard for me. I'm just result oriented person, but I'm trying to shift my mind to it, and I really will try in my 4th week to do it better and to enjoy playing guitar better, and maybe finally be able to play a song. Let's see how it will be.